Hey guys, all right. Well, we have got some changes to go over here. If you'll remember here, if you were here last time, just a few days ago, this bridge right here didn't exist. And I was thinking, now that we have this whole big, massive courtyard area, we've got this brand new little main entrance area. The guests, I noticed, were actually having to walk all the way down this bridge to essentially go back up to those shops and grab stuff to eat and come from that way. Well, what I did was I removed all the trees and the bushes and the rocks that were essentially blocking this area off. And yes, we brought in a new bridge. So I think it really complements the area well. Didn't go too fancy on it. I think just I needed a little offshoot. So that just, like I said, going across this bridge right here was way too far out of the way. So not really a major change, but as far as a traffic flow change goes, really neat. And I got rid of some of the big, some of the larger planters here and just put these trees in. Our one lady here that is doing her bird show right here, I've got her moved kind of over off to the side because I was thinking she would probably generate a pretty big crowd, you know, kind of sitting there watching the crow and watching her show. So we've moved her off over just a little bit. To bring the jumbo house here, like our big welcoming house, you'll notice I've lowered it to kind of come more in line with the other facades here because it was way up in the air. I do not know. I must have failed my school of scaling with that building. So definitely brought it down, put in like these really neat, I think African looking wooden like girders, like just those beams on top of the actual building. I think give it a lot of character. Just don't you all think that looks so much better than the metal, like the top of the metal roof I had on it? And then as you make your way through a little bit farther back, remember this used to be the hippo enclosure. And now I've got this set of steps that kind of comes down to a little seating area. So you can grab your food or your drinks, or if you just need to come down here and kind of get into some shade and grab you a table down here. Now my only thing about this is though, it is not very ADA compliant right now. So I might have to get in there and come up with something to try to make that a little more wheelchair friendly, give disabled access down in there. But we will definitely kind of look into that. I love keeping that aspect of realism and kind of thinking out that stuff when you're if you're thinking about ADA compliance in your park and realism. And I'm not going like Lunawood realism, but I really I like the ADA stuff to be in place, and that is something we are definitely going to have to work on and kind of try to get figured out, because really beautiful seating area, but you can only access it through those stairs. So that is kind of throwing me off just a little bit. Another major change since the last time you guys were here, I have plucked the aviary out of the American Adventure Zone and brought it over here. And I just thought that, like, my thinking on that was, it is such a beautiful building. Like, Woody did such an amazing job on that I was like, I didn't want it to be hidden way over there on the other side of the park. So now it's kind of got its own little prominent spot, like right as the guests are making their way in. Like, actually, we'll get over here and let's see if we can zoom down, see if we can kind of start to see it as you make your way in here to the line. Whoops. So right as you're making your way in, yeah, you can kind of see the massive girders out that way and the huge supports. Need to get some signage up right here on the back of this. Yeah, and see as they make their way down through here. Really cool, really imposing. As a matter of fact, I had it right here where this water was, and it was turned a little bit towards the main entrance, but it just didn't really feel, it felt like too much was encroaching on this area. So kind of sitting it off to the back there where the theater used to sit, I think really just complements the whole area well. Now see, kind of like when we're sitting back here and taking it all in, see how it looks like, if you can imagine when it sat right here, it was kind of just too much, if you will. And now, as far as the studio goes and the stage show, I think it works really well over here. I took out that little food court, and now it can really, I think it'll work better like sharing a backstage with with like the main little entrance facades here. Brought in Klaus's like African totem like poles there. I think that worked out really, really cool. But yeah, just like I think the stage over here, like sitting in this area right before you get to the reptile house. As a matter of fact, it's been a long time since I've showed you guys anything at night. Let's switch over to about, yeah, nighttime and check this out when the stage and everything's going. So see, there is a lot going on. And I think that'd be really, really cool to kind of sit there and catch a show at night. Still got to do a little bit of lighting. As far as like right now goes, that entrance area is still pretty dark. Really, some of it I like being dark because I like it to remain a little mysterious, but this bridge is still a little dark. Probably need to get some lighting there. Need to get some lighting on the stairs that go down into this little path. The lighting coming across this bridge works really well. We've got one light here in front of our lion statue to kind of still illuminate him a little bit. But as far as going back through there, we still definitely need to work a little bit on the lighting. And as far as I don't know, let's see, the croc area. I've had it lit since way back in the day, so I think it's okay. Yeah, see the Croc Cove, it's all lit up. Remember last time we got rid of the big like fake looking temple. Bring a little more realism to the whole area. Look at the Croc's eyes glowing down here, all creepy. Really, really cool. And then what else do we need to take a look at? If I haven't really changed much, basically the entrance area is what has really got me focused back on this park. And I think we're going back through. We're trying to come up with some more realistic type changes, just like little stuff that I think can help the park and make it look better. I've got my Kawali Beach restaurant. Not going to mess with it. I think it fits really, really well right there. Just need to probably move the gondolas over a little bit because they're clipping through its roof. Let's go out this way. Let's just take a look at the reptile house, which I have not messed with. I actually tried to move it just a little bit earlier in the weekend, but I think it fits right there perfect, and it kind of really anchors up against the parking lot really good, kind of blocking where the guests can't see out into the parking lot. So that worked out pretty cool. The East Asian area over here with the tigers, that is pretty much going to stay the same. I think their little area looks nice and modern. Really happy with how it came out. And let's see what else we need to talk about. We'll take a look, zip around over here to the safari station area. Really kind of happy with it too. I don't foresee making any large changes to the safari area, or as far as the where you board the trucks and all that go. Yeah, really, really cool on that. Love that bridge. The Cliffside Market here, that's pretty much, it's here to stay. Don't really envision changing anything on it. Matter of fact, I even borrowed a lot of pieces from it to kind of, build up, like, see over there in the main area. That building is actually this one right here. So don't see messing with that too much. Mwanga's little area is good. I love how that little coaster ended up working out, even its second variation. Little backstage area on the veterinary, on the Savannah veterinary quarantine area. I think it's still pretty good. I know we've been talking for like 8 years about getting up here and finally starting a train station. And remember, Woody has built me one for that. I just haven't installed it yet. The Savannah, the African Savannah over here, it's good. Happy with how it is. Need to get the restaurant closed over here. Need to get some more lights up on the gondola loading station, on kind of like the gondola hangar. I think I'm going to put the bear exhibit over here across from the wolves. Remember where the aviary used to sit? So I'm really happy with how the wolf, with how the wolf enclosure, how that's come out. Remember, we also talked about too, I think with the bears, I'm going to make it to where they have a big glass enclosure where we can look at their stuff, or look at them through the glass. The little lion area here, still happy with it. Don't see changing too much on it. Let's see, Namboa. I don't think, I kind of had some notes written down about stuff I kind of wanted to hit up about the park, but Namboa Square, pretty happy with how it came out. I don't know if I'll extend any more buildings kind of out this way. I've built up facades and stuff to death on you guys in this park. So I don't know if I will mess with any more shopping areas or if there'll be any more shopping areas. Here is is our little Egypt area, the northern African area, if you will, with its own little my first little aviary, which is severely dark. I need to really work on the Egypt areas lighting package. But yeah, like I said, guys, for the most part, I have just been focusing on this entrance area. Like, we started way up here with the old cheetah hunt facade and have kind of just worked our way out. And this has become like my favorite area of the park now. Just right when the guests first come in and all the shopping and the facades, I just that's why, like, you see every one of my social media posts here lately has just been of that entrance area, because I just love how it turned out. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and get I'm going to get the updated safari park put out. So I think I'll wait till tomorrow, work on this a little bit more after we get off here, and we'll just call it the July safari park build. So let you guys really get in here and kind of look around at our new entrance area, because remember, that old version, none of this essentially existed. So yeah, we will kind of take a look at that. And I know it's kind of been a slow news week this week in Planet Zoo, guys. They just haven't had a lot out, so hopefully this week they'll start going gangbusters with it again, and we'll get get some new stuff covered for you guys. And don't forget, beyond Drew and I, as far as the Jonty podcast goes, I still have that Ghostbusters DLC key. So this week, early this week, him and I are going to do whatever website he uses that'll let us put your names in and do the random drawing. That is what we'll do, and then we'll either DM you or we will let you know if you've won. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about our little safari park adventure here. And don't forget to smash that like button if you end up enjoying this video. And yeah, guys, I will catch you next time. Thank you. See you guys.